Okay, so now this is the negotiation checklist. This is important because so many business owners, entrepreneurs draft their own contracts and they don't really follow this generalized back and forth of negotiation. So in the law, we call it like doing the dance. Like some attorneys don't even want to go to the table because they feel like they have to do the dance. And the dance is having that draft or that pre-review and marking it up and going back and forth to the other side to kind of figure out what can we take, what can we get out of this at the end of the day. So that is like doing the dance of the negotiation. So what I put together here for you is a general step of what you should be doing. So you want to ask yourself, have I pre-reviewed the agreement? So if you're the one drafting it, of course you draft it, but you also want to make sure you review it yourself. So it doesn't make sense for you to draft a document that you never review. So draft a document and review it. If someone else drafts it, then you also want to make sure that you pre-review the agreement. Next, you want to ask yourself, um, have I sent the agreement to the other side for review? All right. So make sure that the agreement is sent to the other side for review. Now, they're probably going to send it back with particular changes. So review their proposed changes, which is the next step. I would recommend at this particular stage to get on a call with them once you receive those proposed changes so that you can fully understand what it is that they're seeking to have change and to discuss any issues that may have come up with the whatever circumstances that you kind of feel like changing that language might cause on your business, your profits, your intellectual property. Okay. So you want to deal with those issues. You don't have to tell them all of what's happening, but you can negotiate, okay, what exactly is it that you're trying to do? You can talk candidly about, hey, I think maybe we should do this to safeguard this particular issue. So you want to definitely put that out in front. Now, so once you've had that call, you're going to follow up. You're going to follow up in an updated email about the call. That way, everybody's on the same wavelength. You're on the same page about what the changes would be. You'll make the changes to the agreement and then you'll resend those changes in the agreement to the other side so they can review it. When you get it back, you'll review any other final changes that they've made. Whether you agree, you're going to determine whether you agree with those changes or not, and then get ready for the final agreement, send that final agreement to the other side. One thing I will say is if you know your agreement is in a position of or at the end of being ready for signage by both parties, I would submit that to attorney review. And you can always let the other side know that, hey, we're going to sit here, we're going to try to work through this contract language ourselves. But once we get towards the end of it, I want to make sure I have the opportunity to have an attorney review it to make sure it makes sense, that we're both protected. And, just agree to that up front, right? So submit it for an attorney review and then incorporate any changes or go to the other party with any other questions that you may have from that attorney review. That way, you have tried to safeguard yourself as much as possible in that contract. Now, listen, I'm going to say this: to avoid any delay and expense, consider having an attorney negotiate your contract for you. So you can click the link in this form here that says click here to schedule a meeting with us, and you're going to be able to save 20% off of that consultation so we can actually talk about what circumstances are present in the contract you're trying to negotiate, that you're negotiating with the other party, so you can get the best out of the situation to support and protect your interests. All right. So we'll be back with another training.